I met at CBS Scene. I was waitressing after college, trying to figure out what I was going to do. And
Sarah was fresh out of college, trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life, which she still doesn't know till this day, regardless. So I always noticed her, and I never had the balls to really say anything.
But eventually, he did start talking to me. It took a trip to Maine and a couple beers.
I was intoxicated, and I shot her a message and was like, "Hey, do you miss me?" And I think she was so like caught off guard. She was like, "What is this kid doing?" Texting me. And long story short, we set up a date. I came home early from Christmas, and we went on our first date. We went to Carter Bar and had a great time. And from there, kind of just continued to set sail. Well, when we first worked at the restaurant, I thought she was a beautiful girl, and she was so bubbly, and I was like, it's something, I don't know. Do I like her? Do I not? It was one of those ones like, does she think she's like too cool for school, or is she, nice and whatnot? So after meeting her, I definitely, fell in love with everything that about her personality.
My first impression of Nick was not very good. I thought was like full of himself and just a little pompous because he had like a big boy job and the rest of us were just, working at a restaurant. But he was just focused on work, I guess. Didn't really want the second job to become interference or distraction. So didn't really like him at first, but once I got to know him and he started talking and opening up and joking around, I realized he was completely different from what I originally thought. The proposal was a whirlwind. It started out with me being annoyed because I thought we were going to Maine and Nick was messing up the plan. But of course he had his own plan all along.
I had this big plan, so where I had Sarah and I have multiple spots in Boston that are most important to us. So I put together boxes, or her mom put together boxes for us, and I put inside of them like a little note and hints of where the next location where she was going, and then a picture of us at the particular location. So the day of the engagement, I told her that we were going to Maine because I was getting a new car, because she always needs to know everything, so I can't ever surprise her.
He sent me off to the gym before we were supposed to leave for Maine. When I got back, he was gone, the car was gone, the dog was gone, and there was a little box with a note telling me to get ready and at noon be outside. And so at noon I went outside and there was a car. So I got in the car, went off to Gillette Stadium where we first met.
That scene where we met, where it was her best friend from growing up, childhood. And then the second one was Fenway Park, where her college roommate was. Top of the Hub, where her cousins were. Boston Public Garden, TD Garden, the aquarium, and the North End. And then I was at the Boston Harbor.
So we walked right along the harbor, and that was where he proposed. And then once, we got over the shock of it, or at least I did, we started walking, and there was a little restaurant at the end of the walkway where all of our friends and family who were involved in the day and some other people were all there waiting. And it was just great. We got to celebrate. It was a full day thing. And it was just nice to make a day of it and to have so many people involved that were part of our lives. My favorite physical feature of Nick's is his shoulders and like his arms, nice and broad. So that will be my G-rated answer.
Well, I think Stan would appreciate if I said, this, but I'm just kidding, Stan. I would say definitely her legs are the most, probably the most attractive part of her body. I'm a big legs guy, believe it or not. So whenever she has a pair of heels on, her calves, second to none, can't beat it. What? I just said when you wear like heels.
Okay.
Come on, give me some. I had to be appropriate. What am I going to say? I like your butt. Your dad's going to appreciate that one.
My favorite thing about Nick is that he's very, very thoughtful, and he goes out of his way to do things that I wouldn't even necessarily think that I might need or want done, but he actively every day thinks ahead about things he can do to make my day better, my day easier.
I think the best thing about her is that she keeps me grounded. Whenever I need to get an honest opinion, as everyone that already knows Sarah, she'll bluntly tell you how she really feels, whether that's something you want to hear or it's something you just got to hear. So I think that's one of her biggest traits, personality-wise, that I actually adore and appreciate, because it makes me just really get the other's perspective when I have a situation arise. I said my biggest pet peeve, and you might not know about this one, so take it all in. I'm very anal about about doing laundry and all, and I have to, let's just say a skyscraper starts building in our wonderful bedroom because this beautiful lady decides to continue to let clothes stack. So you have something that compares to the Empire State Building. That's what I basically said in a nutshell.
Because he always does laundry right before it's time for bed, and I'm tired when I get home. I just want to go to bed. I don't want to put laundry away.
Every woman feels like their life is just being tired.
I said that my pet peeve is that you aren't always like a super attentive listener. Like sometimes I say things, but then when I tell you like a couple days later, it's like news to you.
What's that?
Nick is. He has literally more closet space than I do. I got him a separate wardrobe to contain all of his clothes, and he still has more of the closet than me. He has more shoes than I do. And when there is a bug in the house, I'll let you guess one time who has to kill it.
Oh, you kill me. Come on now, I didn't blow you up like that. Why'd you have to
Agree
do
or
that?
disagree?
I plead the fifth.
I said that my family, the Lansings mostly, will probably be crazy at the bar. But I think that your boys will probably tear it up on the dance floor. So I'm hoping that they just like merge and it's the perfect storm of booze and dance.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
That's a terrible answer. Enough said. B squad, A squad, D3, D1. Can't dance, can dance. Not rowdy, rowdy. And I got the Rowdy boys, I got the Shevers boys, I got Providence College, and I got my uncles. Done, done, and done. That's it.
Don't let me down, Lansings. Being with him is knowing that every single day I will be somebody's first choice, and that the love I feel for him will always be reciprocated, and just knowing that it's always going to be an adventure. With that being said, I can't wait for the future, hopefully getting a house soon, and shortly after that, hopefully mom looking at those redheaded grandkids. So it's going to be fun.
The biggest thing with Sarah is that she resembles important women that I've had in my life. My grandmother being first, my mother too. She resembles she has qualities that they have had throughout my entire life. She's determined. She wants to make the best of everything that she has. She's positive, and she's always encouraging when I need it. I could be down mentally or physically when I come back from work, and she'll find a way to bring it back up. But also, most importantly, she puts a smile on my face. I think that's the biggest thing. And some people might say I might have a resting bitch face for most of the time, but when I see her, I just light up, and I feel like it's like Christmas Day every time I wake up and know that she's my fiance and soon-to-be wife.
We just want to thank you all for being here with us on our special day. Thank you to our parents for all of your support, and our bridal party for tolerating us for this time. And thank you to everybody who traveled to be with us. We appreciate it, and we can't wait to share this with you all.
And Stan, thank you. Thank you, Stanley. And Lori, you too. Patty, love you. That's all I gotta say. All right, guys, it's time for the feature presentation. Mr. and Mrs. Sweat coming to you for the first time. You ready to get rid of that segment name?
I'm ready.
Time to get her going, all right? Cocktail, let's get it going. Have fun, dance, have a good time.